What's up guys and gals, and welcome to another YuGioh Duel Links video. So I was actually checking out the notifications, and I realized there's actually a new event coming up right after this primo event, and it's called Roll the Dice, Duke Devlin appears. So for those of you who do not know Duke Devlin, I'll get into the introduction real soon now. So let's read out the notification. Collect event exclusive items to challenge the event character and get the new ultimate rare YuGioh the Relentless at the new SR Ambitious Gopher. Go, dice roll. Thank you for playing YuGioh Duel Links. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, Duke Devlin is actually a character from the Yugioh Duel Monsters World, the first series. So he started off as an antagonist who actually terrorizes Yugi, and because he was about to get a contract with Pegasus himself. So due to that event, he was actually bearing a grudge against Yugi, and soon he became a friend after Yugi managed to defeat him in the new event in one of the episodes of the anime. So one of his key cards is actually a character known as YuGioh the Relentless. So here on, I'd like to show you the image of YuGioh the Relentless himself, and let's move it upwards a little bit. So here's YuGioh the Relentless after I've tweaked it right there. Yeah. So YuGioh the Relentless is actually a warrior. It's actually a warrior type monster. Its effects goes as follows: once per turn during your main phase, roll a 6-sided dice 3 times and discards attack gains according to the side you roll times 100 until end of your opponent's turn. Then, if 2 of the results were the same, apply the appropriate effect. If 3 of them were the same, apply all of these effects. If you apply 1 or 2, this card cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects until end of your opponent's turn. 3 or 4, draw 2 cards. 5 or 6, this card can attack directly this turn. So yeah, it's a pretty decent effect as well. Not to mention it has pretty cool artwork. Overall, I think that this card actually has the potential itself to be a very popular card in the entire Duel Links event as well. But I hope this event is actually a kind of event where you actually have played the dice roll event, I guess. Because so far I can honestly tell you, dueling primo whenever I've dueled enough monsters on the entire board itself has gotten a bit tiring. The same thing happened to Kite Tenjo and also Shark. But seriously, the event is gonna be very interesting as well. And while I'm talking about the events that is currently going on right now is one known as Primo, is the Labyrinth of Klein event. So not Labyrinth of Klein, this card, Labyrinth of Klein. Please try your best to get it. It's basically negate attack with a combo of shield and sword where the attack and defense are switched. Please get this card so your opponent can't attack with any of the monsters like Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon or something, because it negates switch the original attack of that monster at the end of the turn. So imagine their high attack monster with 0 or less defense. With 0 or 1000 or less defense is gonna be so bad you can counter it in the next turn. That is if your opponent has no hand traps or any spell traps on the field. Other than that, it's pretty good, to be honest, but not as good as Countergate. Countergate does get you to snow summon another monster on the field, but it's actually better than Labyrinth of Klein, to be honest. So Janex's Ally Volcanon itself is a pretty decent card. It's basically tribute to Doom for Janex monsters by discarding Fire type Janex monsters. So currently there are actually 2 Fire type Janex monsters, and I will actually say that no. Even when I'm playing Janex, I'm not going to use this card because most of my Janex cards are basically for special summoning anyways.
You cannot run the law.
Alright, so here let me show you my Genex deck, especially for Leo. So for Leo, I'm actually using a Genex deck with the synchros of Power Tool Dragon and also Vermilion Dragon Mech. So most of the cards, my Genex card here, are actually the baseline ones you need to use. The key card is for me in this entire deck is like Genex Accelerator with 1900 defense and special summons any Genex monster that you draw during your draw phase and special summon them onto the field. Genex Ally Bellflame is 1700, and whenever a Genex monster is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, place a counter and deal burn damage. So Genex Ally Remote is basically there to substitute itself as Genex Controller. Since Genex Controller is only limited to 2 for some reason, hello, why? And also Genex Worker is there to special summon another Genex monster from my hand. This is just in case I have like to be honest, I'm not sure why I even put it here. Anywho, so imagine if I were to put that new Genex monster in here. I don't think I'll actually like play it, to be honest, because Genex Volcanon itself, it requires to discard fire types. So the only fire types here that I actually currently have, I don't actually have them. Yeah. And that's the sad part. I don't have them. Why? Why don't I have them? Actually, I do. It's supposed to be under the Genex archetype. It's Genex Furnace as well as Genex Magma. So I'm not gonna lose the consistency of my deck just to have a special card that discards another Genex monsters. No. I'm not gonna do that. It's not gonna be worth the risk anyway. So the Genex deck I'm actually using it just to get into Power Tool Dragon or maybe Vermilion Dragon Mech. Sometimes I get into Genex Ally Axel, Triforce, Tri-Arm, as well as a Samurai Destroyer. But since this deck is basically full of equips, is basically just you don't have to worry about power or like getting destroyed by battle because of Power Guardians. And that's it. So for the Primo events, I hope that you guys try your best to get the Labyrinth of Klein, at least get 2 copies, because it's an event exclusive reward. It's okay if you don't get Genex Ally Volcanon. It's just the effect is okay, but if you're gonna play Genex Ally Volcanon, you might as well not play any like synchros or whatever. You might as well just play an Xyz deck, because that's pretty much what vibe I'm getting from this. Because I wanna summon this. If I were to summon this, it better be a special summon. That way I won't have to waste any more resources in my hand. And that's it for the video. Like, say thank you so much for watching. Please check out your notifications daily whenever you log into Duel Links, or check out the Duel Links Meta website to check out any new updates and whatsoever, so you can read about any new updates coming up, any new events, traders inventory such as Ferocious Flora. It's a hand trap that you discard when your plant monster attacks your opponent's monster, and that targeted monster, your opponent monster, loses 800 attack points. It's a pretty neat effect. And I'm not gonna play it in my deck because it's gonna be a brick. At most I'll probably use Kiteroid if I'm gonna use this effect. Or maybe if you're gonna play a full-on plant deck without any synchros, XCs, or maybe fusions, you pull a full-on plant deck where you actually have like high attack plant monsters that can be special summoned on the spot. Just use Ferocious Flora, Angel of Roses as well. Up to you. Be creative. That's what Duel Links and Yu-Gi-Oh is, and all other card games about. Being creative and making all the great combos you can think of. That's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Look forward to the Duke Devlin event coming this week, aka on Friday. And hope to see you then. I'll post a video after the server updates, because every time when there's a new event, the server will update regardless. And I hope I'll be the first one to post it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Check out my social media that's listed on my profile as well. I can put it in the description. I put it in the description from now on if you want to. And that's it. Bye and stay safe. And keep dueling all the way. Oh my gosh, I screwed my outro. Goodbye. Stay safe. Keep dueling. Bye bye. See you this Friday.